Yo, we live, man. It's a lot of stuff been going on today. A lot of stuff. Oh wait, I forgot to switch this over. Yeah, there we go. A lot of stuff going on today, man. So we got to get the game 7 predictions. I ain't gonna lie to you, Midnight. Before I start on them championship buses, I was about to pick y'all. But y'all boys flipping. Why y'all posting on social media like y'all don't won the championship already?
To be honest, they bus probably been made, son. No lie, bus probably been made both teams already. I just really just seen it on Twitter a minute ago. And I heard Rick talking about on ESPN.
Yeah, Rick was talking about it. Rick Carlisle was talking about it pregame with the coach. I'm like, oh
Yeah,
man.
That's the
yeah.
problem. Y'all got too arrogant.
I
Hey
think
man,
I think y'all gonna win it, but if I was a betting man, that spread at 7, I would take the Pacers. I ain't even for the lie to you.
Oh yeah, that's 7 for sure.
you see my hashtag say.
NBA, hey, we know you.
NBA champion midnight. Okay.
Hey man, that's all
I'm,
I'm
I'm,
saying.
I'm gonna take the Thunder in a close one, but
Yeah.
just know, y'all lose. Terrence on the next podcast gonna be diabolical. I ain't even gonna have to say nothing. I'm gonna let him go.
Hey, hey, listen. Hey, if it was a fifth, man, like I told you, if it was a
It
fifth,
was
we all be millionaires.
we all be millionaires. Terrence, who you got? You gonna who you think gonna
So
win?
the hate in my heart, I'm gonna say the Pacers. But if we're gonna be realistic, it's probably gonna be OKC. But with y'all doing that, it may ignite a fire. Simply because Halliburton's a really good player. Sai is a great player. You can't win a championship with a good player and role player. So I think OKC gonna finish it tonight.
And Helen, he have his best game yet. He still been struggling. And he still hurt. I don't care about myself. That guy still hurt. He only played 23 minutes last game. And
And
He wobbled.
I'm gonna say this though. Last game, the biggest difference, y'all shooting percentage was 50% before halftime. The biggest difference was they out hustled y'all. Like the 50-50 balls, they got all of them. They was killing it. They were playing, get a lot of turnovers on defense.
but I ain't gonna
I
lie, it was
think
like they had to win. Like we knew it to
oh
come back
yeah,
home.
they were more desperate.
Like yeah,
Oh,
more
you gotta
desperate.
be.
Like you gotta be desperate again. Like you gotta be desperate. But it's no excuse. We messed up when they played around. But hey,
Yeah, we
tonight's the
got
night.
game 7. Like I said, y'all should win this, but game 7, anything can happen. A team could get hot.
Yep.
We know if Neesmith, if he get a here, it could be a real long game. Certain players on Indiana are tough when they get hot.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm glad it's a game 7 though, bro. It's been what 8 years, what 7 years since we had a game 7. And
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, though, the rankings
Yeah.
been down.
Since
The rankings been down for NBA.
2018, something like that.
2016.
yeah.
So
After 9 years.
the rankings been down. So I'm glad they got the rankings back up. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Still take this.
So if we got to say, X factors or players that got to step up for both sides, who would y'all
Shit.
say?
I'm gonna say shit hungry. That's my guy.
Okay, I'll say Chet. Okay,
I'm say
who you gonna
Chet.
say for Thunder? Terrence.
Oh, I say for the Thunder. I mean, I say shot. I mean, he the MVP. He good, but like you gotta close it out, bro. Like you
You get
just can't
35
have a.
piece with the free throws.
It might need a 40 piece.
I'm gonna say if I had to say Thunder role players, Caruso and Chet. I think Caruso obviously bring the 50-50 balls, all those 50-50. Him and Blue Dort got to kill that. That got to be their whole thing. And Chet, we honestly we just need more offense. Y'all just need
Yeah.
more offense. Like it was like last game, he just wasn't confident. He was
But
missing alley oops. I'm like,
I ain't gonna lie to
that's
you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like when they at home, the Pacers at home, I feel like Obi Toppin will slide to be up. I feel like every time he be at home, that slide to be
oh
up.
no.
Like
Every time
he
they
hit
be at home,
everything.
they bench be killing.
Like I ain't never see Obi hit that many threes in a row like that. He feel
Yeah.
like Kevin Clark that night.
Obi, McConnell, y'all had the plumb out there killing.
I mean, but TJ, he always been like he be balling.
He
You
he
know,
one of the most craftiest players in the league
yeah,
by far.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
yeah,
nice.
yeah. But I ain't know he was that old though. Dude, like 33.
Yeah.
Dang,
Yeah.
really?
So if I had to say for the Pacers,
TJ McCollum, OG Toppin.
I'm gonna say I think Spicy P. Because Halliburton, I don't think Halliburton's gonna be capable of scoring 25 to 30
Yeah,
points. I think their best scorer in a one-on-one situation is Spicy P.
He'll be spicy.
mm,
And
But
I
the hell,
think Bennett and Matthew or TJ McConnell off the bench, one of them got to at least give you about, I think 15-ish. I think that gives you enough lift off the bench to make sure that, because we know OKC at home, that role players tend to step up. And Wiggins is a flamethrower at the crib.
yep.
Yeah, so I think that's going to be something to watch. But as far as other news, the KD trade finally happened. KD to Houston. He not going to New York. He not going to San Antonio. I was mad until I saw what they wanted. You know,
Man,
they
that's a
said
lot,
Steph
man.
Castle the number 2 pick. Now hang up. Don't even answer the phone back.
Man,
But
that's crazy, man.
what was y'all thought? You know, I'm gonna let Midnight go first on this because they traded this boy Jalen Green.
Damn, my boy, man, he sold me a lot of parlays. I mean, like I said, hey, I ain't gonna lie. I feel
Where
like
you
that
switch?
trade. I feel
Whoa,
like
whoa.
that trade. I ain't switch. I feel like that trade for them. I feel like the Rockets won, but I feel like the Suns they got worse. I mean, you got too many shooting guard now. Jalen Green, shooting guard. Dylan Brooks could be a small forward, but you didn't get better, and you still need a big man too. That's like I said, like I told earlier, the draft picks don't matter. We don't care about draft picks no more. It's like it's not NFL. Second round draft pick don't matter in NBA. Now that 10th round pick, the Suns could get somebody better.
They might get that
But
center from Duke. They might
yeah,
cover.
yeah, and I feel like Reed Shepard might emerge this year. So I'll be like, okay, we can go on, let go Green. Reed Shepard will be our 2 guard
And
with
that
Van
was my
Fleet and
problem
Learn.
with Houston. I mean, with Phoenix. You know, respectfully, Jalen Green. I'd rather if I was Phoenix, I'd rather got Reed Shepard, Cam Whitmore. I'd rather start poaching some of that bench and that depth. Give me Tari Eason, give me Reed Shepard, give me Cam Whitmore. You can keep Jalen Green.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm gonna get Jalen Green, because the rumor was they didn't have a lot of leverage. Like apparently the Spurs only offered Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, or Harrison Barnes, and pick number 14. The Heat, who I'm gonna get to them in a second. Actually, I ain't gonna talk. I'm gonna skip the Heat for now because I got them as the biggest losers of this whole thing when I saw a certain statement. But I like what Houston did as far as got rid of Jalen Green. You somehow kept Tari Eason, Cam Whitmore, Reed Shepard, and Jabari Smith. And Dylan Brooks, as much as I love Dylan Brooks, and Dylan Brooks does bring a culture to every team he goes to. He's on that Phoenix team is gonna be much tougher next year. I agree with Midnight. You got all these shooting guards. Devin Booker is not naturally a shooting guard. Bradley Beal,
He is. No. So Booker not natural point guard.
Yeah, my bad, point guard.
Natural
Yeah, he's
shooting
a natural shooting guard, not a natural point guard. He can be a combo guard, but his best position, his best years when he had Chris Paul at the 2. And Jalen Green is the 2 guard. He's not a point guard. He's not a combo guard at all. He is a 2 guard. The ball in his hand, he's trying to score. Brad Beal, they're talking about trying to trade him, and I don't know. I hate to say this, for them to trade him, they're going to send a first round pick to Utah. That's the only team I think will take him.
But he gotta agree. He gotta agree to it. It's crazy. He got to agree to the trade. So it's not like we can let him go. I
think they're going to end up having to buy him out.
Like I said, yeah, you're gonna have to and take your L.
Like either to me, if I'm Jalen Green, I wouldn't be looking for houses in Phoenix at the moment. Yeah, I would expect a reroute because team wise, it don't make no sense for them 3 to be at the guard. Dylan Brooks makes perfect sense. Dylan Brooks, you can go house hunting. They need you, but Jalen Green, I wouldn't start house hunting for you, Andrea, and the kid yet. I wait and see if they can reroute you.
Oh, she in LA. She in LA, bro. She ain't going nowhere. He closer now. He closer. That's an hour and a half ride. That's 2 hour ride.
No, he closer. He closer for let's say 10 days. I think they're gonna end up trading him. I don't think he gonna get the training camp and you got 3 guards. It makes no sense.
So what would you trade him to though?
Out of my mind, I would say if I'm Utah, I throw Laurie out there for him. Utah.
That's a win. That's a win. See, that's a win for Suns though.
Yeah, if I'm Utah, because think about it, Laurie's 27, 28. He don't really fit their timeline. Jalen Green's 23. They need a potential superstar. Jalen Green in Utah will get the green light to do what he wants to. They ain't expected to win. I think it's a win. I mean, who knows? If Jalen Green does emerge and become that superstar, now you got a superstar for Laurie marketing. And if we talk about the fit for Phoenix, you get Laurie marketing, Dylan Brooks, Devin Booker. I ain't gonna count Brad Beal. To me, Brad Beal is just
in the way. He in the way.
Yeah, he in the way. He in the way. Like as far as bad contracts, him and Paul George are 1 and 2. Brad Beal's 1 just because of that no trade clause alone.
Paul George no trade clause too, huh?
No. That's why the Clippers ain't signed him back. He asked for it.
Did Philly sign for it? Did Philly sign no trade clause?
It was just a 4-year max. Yeah,
money.
But I'm gonna let y'all. I gave my thoughts on it. What's y'all thoughts when y'all saw it?
I'm happy. He ain't coming here, so God is good. I think they gave away too much for a 36-year-old who hasn't played a full season. You just take away the culture of the Rockets. I mean, last year, correct me if I'm wrong, they were number 2 in
Number
their,
2 in the West.
number 2 in the West. Coach made a huge jump. You just extended the coach, and now you just kind of took his team and you're reshuffling the deck.
I mean,
I just don't like the coach's change.
I feel like you really jump pretty long with Dylan Brooks, which he's the Draymond of the team. I respect that. But Jalen Green, you got to get Jalen Green gone though. He was inconsistent towards the end. Like, he was inconsistent. So
But
I feel like
we're winning. That's the thing, though, man. Give him another year in camp. He's 23.
What do you think with Jalen Green they could beat let's say they couldn't get past the Warriors with Jalen Green? Do you think they could even touch OKC? Because it's hard to go through OKC and Denver to get to the.
I mean, he's 23. I'm just saying, when you take the core of the team away, just to put in a superstar, all them young players are still there. They're not gonna play the same. Because you see how it is whenever LeBron comes to town. You get a lot of alligator arms when it comes up with the ball handling because they don't want to get traded. I'm just saying, I don't like it.
So I thought about this too. I don't think Houston done.
Yeah, they have to keep doing something.
If I was Houston, I think you still got that Fred VanVleet $40 million contract, so you can still go get
40 million.
Yeah, he getting 44. He getting 44. Only reason they're gonna keep that option. Here's why: because they can use that money to trade for another superstar. He's flexible. He's basically cap space at this point.
Who would you trade? Who would you bring in though?
I call Memphis. Y'all up because think about this. The part that made me so mad when I looked at this trade. They still got 2 of Phoenix's picks. Houston still got 2 of Phoenix's first round picks.
How they do it? Jane Harden.
So last year, when Houston last year they made a swap with Brooklyn. They gave Brooklyn back their picks and said, give us Phoenix picks. So they had Phoenix picks in 2027, 2028, and 2029. In this trade, they only gave Phoenix back one of their picks in 2027. They still got 2028 and 2029. They still got all of their first round picks moving forward. So I look at this and say they didn't really empty the clip at all. I mean, this year, number 10 overall pick, Reed Shep was number 3 overall pick, and he couldn't even touch the floor last year. Cam Whitmore, which I was mad about Dylan Brooks, so I thought about it. Cam Whitmore not gonna get PT. Because Cam Whitmore and Reed Shep have been stuck in the G League.
But Reed been dropping 40 in the G League, though.
Yeah, Reed been dropping 40 in the G League. Up there showing I don't belong down here. It's unlike Bronny. But that's another subject for another day.
So what about the trade you were talking about, man? What about the trade? What the Heat do?
All right, so here's why I say the Heat are losers. I saw this on Twitter, and this was confirmed by Shams. So the Heat told the Suns, we're not going to be able to add this in the trade. Not, and these are role players, by the way. This ain't even Bam Adebayo, Khalil Ware, or Tyler Hero. They told them Jaime Jaquez, Nikola Jovic, Haywood Highsmith, the number 20 overall pick, or none of our other draft picks. We can't add that in the trade.
Well, Jaquez didn't play a lot this year, but he was nice. Jokic, he was pretty cool some games.
That don't sound like a lot.
No. Think about you. You're Pat Riley. You saying we can't put none of that in the trade. Exactly. Your face. That's how I feel. If I'm Phoenix, I'm like, wait a second. Y'all don't got much. If I do a trade with Miami, I'm just getting a bunch of role players to put around Booker and some draft picks. Right. And y'all ain't gonna give me that.
Y'all would took that trade. I would have
took the Houston trade too.
Yeah, you should.
When you couldn't give us you couldn't give us pick number 20. You couldn't give us your draft picks. You couldn't give us none of the role players. I'm like,
so what you want?
Exactly. So you expect me to take Andrew Wiggins and Davion Mitchell?
But this is my thing, though. This is my thing. Like TJ said, bro, there's no guarantee he's gonna sign back.
I think he do with Houston, because Houston, I think what KD was looking for with all those 3 teams, no income tax. KD
he played ball. He played ball in Texas too. He played ball.
Yeah, he on his business mindset right now. I think he's looking for his next largest contract because he knows it's gonna be his last one. No income tax, so you can maximize.
What, 3 year, 150?
I think I wouldn't give him more than 2 years. He 36. Yeah, I give him 2 years. 100. Honestly, I might make that last year a team option. I ain't even for the lot to you.
They get them guy a player option. They ain't getting team. They getting player option these days. And they signed the playoffs too. They getting the playoffs. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh yeah. If I'm Kevin Durant, because I ain't giving him a 3-year deal. 3 years, well, he gonna be 37. He'll be 40. No,
Yeah.
because I want to synchronize it when KD contract come off the books, right when I got to pay a man Thompson.
That's true.
Because you want to make sure you ain't in the second apron because of KD. But I think if I had to give a grade for Houston, I give him a B+. You didn't give up too much. You gave up just enough for me not to be too mad. And I was mad about Dillon Brooks, but Cam Whitmore's right there on the bench. He's not going to give you the same defense, but he's going to be a better offensive player for those minutes that Dillon Brooks couldn't play. And I don't think this is the last move. I think if I'm Houston, I try to call Memphis for Ja.
I won't bring John Houston.
I don't know
That's
about
worth
that, man.
I'm saying Memphis is having a fire sale. I'm gonna call. I mean, I still got both of them Phoenix picks. I got Fred VanVleet contract. Heck, y'all want Cam Whitmore?
Hey, listen. Hey, you thought Memphis a problem? You put John Moran in Houston Strip Club, we're gonna have guns every week.
Oh no, I'm gonna look at Kevin Durant. I bought you here for a reason. You better mentor that young brother.
They care,
Kevin Durant ain't no good mentor, dog.
He don't mentor himself.
I don't know about that. Whole coach is gone.
Yeah, I want to get John Moran though. I want to get John.
I feel bad for Heat fans because in the comment when they saw that, they're saying, we want to give up them role players or those draft picks. They said this is exactly why Jimmy Butler freaking left.
Man, it's really Pat Riley is so stubborn though. He's not gonna change. Man.
Yeah. And I'm sitting there like the Heat are the one team. If I'm the Heat, I'll give role players. Y'all find role players off the streets.
Yeah, but it's like ain't like that Jack Quiz kid. He's like he walking triple double.
Yeah, I like Jaime, but think about it. They got Gabe Vincent. Where he come from? Undrafted. Caleb Martin, undrafted. The years they went to the finals, all them players were undrafted off the bench.
Yeah, that's true.
And adding Kevin Durant with Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero in the East without Jason Tatum, that makes them more formidable versus what they got now. But yeah, that was something I saw that I was like, man, that's crazy. But
it's Pat Riley. It's Pat Riley, but I'm not surprised, man.
But I asked this question before we head on up out of here. Do y'all think Kevin Durant to Houston makes them a true title contender now?
No. The West will get better. You still got to play other teams in the West. Like I ain't like I don't want to agree with TJ. I hate agreeing with TJ. He said,
Pause.
Can he stay healthy?
That's true statement. That's real.
That's my biggest concern.
I hate to agree with him, but that's just one of my biggest concerns with him too. Can he stay healthy?
So knowing if you Houston, you may got to make one more move. I think it's going to be for a guard. I don't think it'll be for Giannis because I think you have to give away too much for Giannis.
I think Giannis ain't going. I think Giannis will be in Milwaukee.
I think Giannis like Milwaukee too. He cool.
Yeah, I feel like if he didn't get traded for KD, you really out of luck, dog. You got to play your contract out. Giannis is he about 31, 32?
Yeah, Giannis 31, 32. So, and Giannis, I don't think his game going. KD was built off skill, so I think he can age to 36, 37. Giannis is. I think once that athleticism start to go, I think he got one more big contract. Giannis at 35 versus KD at 35 gonna be two different.
Question though, when do his deal end? When do Giannis deal end?
I think 2 years. 2 years.
Yeah, he's still gonna play his career in Milwaukee. He's not going to well.
Might as well. You gotta ship.
I mean, because you can't trade him. You can trade him, but you want too much for him, and nobody finna give you all that for young somebody that can't shoot.
Right.
We don't know if he's gonna turn into like a Bill Walton type thing. You get him over there, he played one season, then but that injured. So I'm with you, right? Yeah, I think Giannis stuck over there. I don't think Houston gonna make no more trades. Like I said, for a guard, I don't know who can they get the draft.
Darius Garland. I think Darius Garland definitely tradable.
So when does free agency start?
I want to say a week after the draft. So we got a draft. The draft's this Thursday coming up actually.
25th.
Yeah, 25th, I believe.
That's Wednesday.
Wednesday. Okay, my bad. Wednesday. So the draft's coming up. I think we're gonna see some trades at the draft. I believe so. Oh, another thing I was gonna ask you about. It wasn't a topic we had, but what was your thoughts on how Ace Bailey's moving through the draft process?
Man, he learned from NFL. Yeah, I watch it, man. He keep watching each other, man. I feel like nobody's taking the draft process for the serious no more. Both sports. I feel like
is it because of NIL?
Yeah, NIL and giving so much power. Man, and their agents is really doing it too though. Oh, we don't want to go here. We want to go here. When like I said, when do you start saying you don't want to get drafted by this team? You don't have the option. You don't get an option to get where you get drafted to. You get drafted.
I don't see why you got a problem with Philly. Like,
I mean, I would, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know about.
Oh no, our fan base is tough. Philly's fan base is tough. I ain't even for seeing
not even that. It's the injury. Everybody get injured over there.
Yeah, injury. Yeah,
and it's too packed. He played the 3, maybe the 4. It's too many. It's so stacked over there, bro. You got Paul George, me. You have MB. You got Maxey. You got the dude with the painted nails. McCain. Then you got the other guy. What's the small forward name? The dude that played for Kentucky last year, Edwards. He came on the show last year. Then you got the other guy with the afro.
Too saturated, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of players there, bro. And
I get what you saying. If you want some shots, if you want to,
Max ain't passing that ball. Max is barely passing the ball to Joel. Max is gonna shoot 25. He's gonna shoot 25 times a game.
So McCain too. McCain gonna let them up fly if he get hot.
He gonna let it fly too. Yeah, like so. It's like it's one basketball and all that talent there, and they're not doing nothing with it.
Wait, so would you rather go to Philly where you can play some solid winning basketball, or Purgatory Charlotte?
I'll take Philly.
I mean, but if you think about it, it all depends on what
you want. Ain't passing that bitch either.
It all depends on what you want. Do you want a long career, or do you want to compete for a championship? If I want a long career,
I'm going to Charlotte.
The way you want to. Go to Charlotte.
Yeah, I'm going to Charlotte. I go to Charlotte. But yeah, compete for a championship.
I think the team you want to go to, if I had to guess, I'm thinking it's Brooklyn at 8. I'm thinking that's why he's trying to make himself slide.
Why would you drop? Why would you go to? Oh, because you are at home, I guess.
Yeah, you at home. Brooklyn's a large market, and Cam Thomas on a 1-year deal. It ain't no you might not
1 year deal. It's like 1 year.
Cam Thomas only got 1 more year left before he got his free agency.
He getting that bag. I ain't know he can get that bag when he go free agency.
Yeah, oh no, Cam Thomas. Shoot, that's a dude that can. Jamal Crawford. That's who I look at Cam Thomas and think of at worst. Jamal Crawford, and who knows, he might go to another team and get more opportunity.
Right.
And he might be an all-star. So I think if you Bailey, I'm thinking he's looking at that 8, 7. I wouldn't want to go to the Pelicans because I think the Pelicans got a worse training style than the 76ers.
Pelicans a bad team too.
Yeah. I'm thinking either he looking at Brooklyn or what's their name? What you want? I wouldn't mind going to Utah. I hate the city. I mean, I would hate the city, but we're just talking from basketball, me getting my shots. I wouldn't hate Utah.
No, I wouldn't hate Utah.
No, I wouldn't hate Utah. Ain't nothing up there, bro.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing up there.
Ain't nothing bad with you. But Charlotte,
Because Buddy just got hurt and he just came back. What is his name? My boy Miller. He got hurt last year. Then what about the other guy name that came into the league? Miles.
Miles Bridges.
He over there too.
I don't know. It's just something about Charlotte, man. They ever since that team been created in 05, outside of them Gerald Wallace years and them 1 or 2 years with Kemba, they never had at least a solid playoff team.
Mm-hmm.
Not even gonna say a contender, but just to say a playoff team.
They don't care.
Yeah, it's one of those teams where it's just, I hate to say it, Jordan drafted terrible outside of Kemba Walker, Gerald Wallace, but that's about it. But yeah, y'all, that was everything we had on. This is gonna be a quick little podcast. Me and Midnight got we all got the thunder, but just know, y'all lose.
Over with.
Now, if he call off next week, just know we gonna troll him. Like, I got the flu.
Yep.
Hey man, stuff happens. Jordan games,
Jordan. Oh man, but I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna end it with this. Hallie, you better not sell my parlay tonight. I'm just
do it.
What the hell? What the hell?
That's what I'm gonna be saying. Look at the parlay, everything they hit except him. Oh man, but we out, man. We had to react to KD. We had to react to Game 7 and Ace Bailey. We gonna see what you're doing at this draft. I hope you don't have a Shador like fall.
Yeah.
But we gonna holler at y'all.
And Coop Flag going #1.
Oh yeah, that's dead. Him and Dylan Harper already penciled in 1-2.
Y'all get Harper. Y'all get Harper.
Yeah, we get Harper. We ain't even try to call Baylor Edgecombe. We only been talking to him. And we talked to Cooper Flag. Apparently, the team's been trying to trade with us for #2, but we've been rejecting them.
They ain't giving enough stuff.
Yeah, not enough. We gonna holler at y'all, bro.
Peace.
You.